Just a little.
The movie begins with a foreboding journey as 6 forensic undergrads and their professor travel by boat to a remote, restricted island. They are here for a final exam. They must conduct autopsies and scientific field research on corpses that have been planted around the island. As they dock, they ignore signs warning that this is a restricted U.S. government area. The atmosphere is immediately off, rotting animal carcasses line the path, and the air is filled with a terrible stench. They board an old prison bus to reach the base camp, a dilapidated compound of shacks. Here, the strict Professor Campbell confiscates their phones and assigns them partners, sending them out into the wilderness to find their assigned specimens. However, nobody notices the first red flag. The bus driver accidentally drops ash into a drum of mysterious black chemicals, causing a reaction that melts their walkie-talkies. The students split up to begin their work. Megan and her partner find a bloated corpse by the river, while Daniel and his partner investigate a body stuffed in the trunk of a vintage car. As Daniel examines the maggots on the body, he realizes something is scientifically wrong. The state of decay doesn't match the timeline. Meanwhile, back at the camp, the bus driver is grilling food when he notices strange, black slime dripping from the meat. He hears a noise and investigates, only to be terrified by the sight of a corpse standing up and walking. He flees in terror, crashing and knocking himself unconscious. Back in the woods, Megan's partner returns to a shack to check on a body, only to find it missing. The dead are waking up, and they are hungry. The horror truly starts when a reanimated corpse corners one of the female students in a dense patch of thorny bushes. She gets tangles in the vines, unable to move, and the zombie brutally attacks her. Megan finds her friend bleeding out and drags her back to a cabin to treat her wounds. Simultaneously, Daniel's partner encounters a zombie in the woods. He tries to climb a high chain-link fence to escape, but he isn't fast enough. The creatures pull him down and devour him. Back at the cabin, Megan's injured friend dies from blood loss, but within seconds, she reanimates. In a desperate fight for survival, Megan smashes a jar of corrosive chemical acid into the zombie's face and finishes it off with a wooden plank, barely surviving the encounter. Panic sets in at the main compound. The professor, who initially dismissed the students' fears, finally sees the zombies swarming on his CCTV monitors. The bus driver stumbles back to the group, warning them of the danger, but it is too late. The extraction team, led by a captain, arrives in a jeep, but a massive, muscular zombie pulls him through the window and kills him instantly. The professor tries to secure the cabin but is overpowered and dragged out into the darkness by the horde. Before he dies, the captain reveals the dark truth. This island was a testing ground for illegal biological experiments on death row inmates. The experiments failed, turning the prisoners into hyper-aggressive, flesh-eating monsters with black fluid in their veins. With the leadership dead, it is up to the surviving students, Megan and Daniel, along with the infected bus driver, to escape. They manage to board the prison bus and barricade the doors. However, as they drive through the night, a zombie clinging to the roof smashes through the windshield. In the chaos, the bus crashes into an old barn. The driver turns into a zombie, forcing Megan and Daniel to kill him. They stumble out of the wreckage only to face the alpha zombie, the massive test subject from earlier. Megan shoots it repeatedly, but it won't go down. Just as the monster is about to kill her, Daniel attacks from behind, driving a spick through its skull. The movie ends as the sun rises, with Megan and Daniel battered and bloody, walking away from the Nightmare Island, the only two survivors of the exam from hell.